Good morning. It is Sunday, the 1st of February. About 8 in the morning. Oh, he's got the notes. Well, we're supposed to be having an Arctic breeze. Supposed to be below zero. 6 inches to a foot of snow. No. Temperature's about 3 degrees. For my American friends out there, I've got the stats, which is 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a bit of a wind chill factor making it feel colder, so it's probably about 1 degree Celsius. Water. Coming up to a very serious bit in a bit. So 1 degrees Celsius, which is 33.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Put that to one side for the moment. What's gone off? Well, due to the weather conditions, I decided to do the shopping yesterday. Quite surprised. The local supermarket that I do the shopping opens up on 7 AM in the morning. So I might actually start doing the shopping on a Saturday. I usually do it on a Sunday, but I might do it on a Saturday. Give me a bit more free time on my days off. Talking about local supermarkets, what about this for tempting fate? There's a new store opening, like a corner shop, bit bigger. Beautiful building, brand new building built. Bit controversy because that's where the local pub used to be, but it closed down. They've knocked the pub down, built this mini market, if you like. They are tempting fate. Because when are they opening? Friday the 13th of February. Friday the 13th? Talk about tempting fate? Definitely. So what else has gone off? The surgery, it's beginning to heal up. Might have a bit of an infection. Bang a bit of plaster on with some cream to draw any infection out. Besides that, it's beginning to heal up. Right, now the big one. A couple of days ago, well, Tuesday, I posted a video about Holocaust Memorial Day. Try to get majority of my facts straight. There's a couple of points I missed off. First off, when I was talking about the disabled, how they were killed. I forgot to say they did it more humanely than they did with the Jewish population, etc. Basically, because I did a bit of reading afterwards, they still considered, even though they were mentally disabled and stuff, that they were part of the the German race. I don't like this terminology because it makes them sound like animals, but basically they were put to sleep. Basically overdosed on the general anaesthetics. Basically what you would call euthanasia. Also, quite interesting thing I found was the amount of priests. There was quite a few priests that were sent to the concentration camps. Basically, they spoke out about the Nazis' regime of the ghettos. And basically, this German government basically said, well, if you're a Jew lover, we'll treat you as a Jew and send you to the concentration camps. But, you know, you can leave comments. I had a gentleman leave me a comment. John Waters. And I would like to read you the comment. He left. This is his quote that he wrote it. The Holocaust is the biggest lie ever perpetrated against humanity. First off, that word, Holocaust. It is actually a word. I thought he was just making it up, but it is actually a word. But my twisted sense of humour thought, what a fantastic word for something like a sci-fi programme. Let's engage the Holocaust drive. But it is actually a word. Refers to people who deny, who basically say the Holocaust was nothing but a hoax. The next line is fantastic. The German people were the true victims. Someday people will know the truth. The German people... First off, the German people were the true victims. Majority of the people that were sent to the concentration camps were German people. So yeah, it's quite right there. But I think it's referring to the German Nazi party, if you like. They were the true victims. They invaded Austria. They invaded this country. That country. Invaded France. They started the Second World War. The escalation of power. But they were the true victims. I know what he's saying. I'm not that thick. He's saying that due to the Holocaust, the German people were labelled as murderers and stuff like that. And it's but I just think that's a great quote. The German people, I will read that again. The German people were the true victims. Now from the next line, we get the cut of his jib. A Jew tells the real story of the Holocaust. Not a gentleman of the Jewish faith or a Jewish gentleman, a Jew. Are we sort of gathering the sort of person we are speaking about here? And then he says, Google this, Benjamin Friedman, 1961 speech at the Willard Hotel. I think most of you know now, I do a bit of research when doing these things. I'm not saying, look at me, I'm the fountain of all knowledge. And I do make mistakes. And I'm quite willing to listen to other points of view. And if I'm wrong, I will admit I am wrong. If it's a serious wrong, I would do another video blog and say, sorry, but I was actually wrong on this. Point in question. Last year I did a video on my holiday to Cladno. Part of it was about the Irish Trail and how Lewis Carroll wrote the book while holidaying in Cladno because he knew this family, the Liddell family. Just watched the documentary last night about Lewis Carroll, and he wrote the book at Oxford. He was an Oxford professor, something like that, and he wrote the book there. Not a serious problem. It's still the nice story. The Liddell family still went to Cladno. Made a mistake. I'll admit I made a mistake. Fair enough. I've got no problems with that. So I went on to find out what I could find out about this Benjamin Friedman. And don't know his middle name, but it's Benjamin H. Friedman. He was born in 1890, died in 1984. Now we come on to this thing. A Jew tells the real story of the Holocaust. No, he converted from Judaism to Roman Catholicism. So at the time of giving this speech, he was not Jewish. He was Roman Catholic. Quite a distinction there. When you refer to somebody as a Jew, you're referring to them as a practicing person of the Jewish faith. No, he's not. He was practicing the Roman Catholic faith. This Benjamin Freeman was an American businessman, but also he was denounced as an anti-Semite and an anti-Zionist. Anti-Semite. His parents, and I don't know if he had siblings, but siblings and nephews and nieces must have been really, really proud of him. In 1946, he was sued by the American Jewish Committee for libel. Now, it does actually say that case was thrown out. He was also a financial backer for the anti-Semitic periodical called Common Sense. And he actually gave between $10,000 and $100,000 to this publication. If I was using an argument, would I want to use somebody like this as a credible source? I tried to find out if he served in the American forces. Can't find that out. Don't know. I tried to find out if he spent any time in Germany during the war. No information. Basically, not a very credible source. Just going to have to take a sec here. Sorry about that, my mistake. I forgot to make sure the battery was charged, so I just had to plug the charger in. So like I said, not a very credible source. If he was a survivor, then I'd be going, why would a survivor be saying this if it weren't true? If he served in the American forces and was there at the liberation, then I would take it more sense. But for a bloke that's been publicly denounced as being anti-Semitic, I wouldn't be using him as a credible source in my arguments. Doesn't matter what he says, especially when he's been sued for libel. There was a couple of other things where the publication, Common Sense, was sued also for libel and for defamation of character by a rabbi. So I thought I would have a look at this John Waters. So, as YouTube, clicked on his name, takes you through to their channel page. No picture. Oh, fair enough, no picture. So people don't like putting the pictures up. Fair enough. So I clicked on the about. In other words, his bio. Not a word. Okay, I thought I'll click on his videos. See what videos he's uploaded. No videos uploaded. Alright then, so I clicked on his discussions. Lots of discussions there, all very critical of him. It amazes me, these people seem to just leave comments and they seem to be so anonymous. Basically, if you want to criticise me, especially John Waters, if you want to come after me, at least have your own conviction to actually write who you are, where you live. You don't have to give your address. I don't give my address. But you know I live in England. You know the town I live in. You know me age. I have a picture on my profile. and have the common decency to act on your convictions and start doing videos yourself. Not relying on other people's videos. Posting likes, posting shares. Basically, if you want to come after me and have a serious discussion, do so. And trust me, I will eat you up and spit you out. These sort of people really annoy me. Basically, they are worse, in some respects, they're worse than trolls. They're anonymous dicks. He says it's a hoax. How in hell can you keep a hoax like this quiet? You're talking about camp survivors, supposedly camp survivors. 3-4 million people. You got the film crews that's supposed to filmed it, but hey, it was filmed in a studio. A Hollywood set. There was no such thing as a Holocaust. There was no such thing as camps. What a load of bullshit. About time people... I mean, this John Waters, I don't know if it's a 16-year-old kid just out of nappies or a 72-year-old man back in nappies. Have some conviction and balls to actually speak yourself and not rely on other people's videos to propagate your bullshit. If you want a serious discussion, about time you put your money where your mouth is, uploaded some videos, uploaded your bio, uploaded a picture, and start talking. And let people criticise your videos. In other words, put up or shut up. But trust me, if you want to come after me, I will have a serious discussion with you. And trust me, you will lose. If this is a hoax, why has the German government themselves admitted and apologised for the Holocaust? My advice is to watch a documentary such as Shoah. It's on England Tonight, where they actually speak to the perpetrators, to the witness, to those who stood by and watched it happen. Then go and find them and ask them yourselves. Basically, it amazes me looking around these Holocaust sites. Some of the utter bullshit that's been spread. And people are actually listening to them. What utter crap. There was ones that said all these Jews disappeared because they were abducted by aliens. And as for that thing, the German people are innocent. They started the Second World War. What was it say? They were the true victims? Rubbish. The Nazi Party was an evil persona of people. And anybody that believes in that rubbish, I'm sorry, but you're deluded. And as for this Benjamin Freeman, like I says, his family must be really proud of him. Renounces his faith, and then denounces the rest of his family because they're Jewish. What a piece of crap. What an utter piece of crap. But it just amazes me the way some people think. Like says Mr. Waters, if you want a serious discussion, I will have a serious discussion with you. But first off, have the common decency to show a face picture, and yours face picture, not something dragged out of a magazine or something like that. Put something in your bio about yourself and start uploading videos with your convictions on, not somebody else's words, with your words. But don't come after me if you're not prepared to do that, because like I said, I won't just eat you up, I'll spit you out as well. Besides that, not much has happened. Tonight, the Americans celebrate the Super Bowl. New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not one for following American football. I do like watching the Super Bowl now and again. And from what I can gather, the Seahawks, they are on favourites. So I might be watching that tonight with a few beers. Gotta have a few beers. Besides that, nothing much to say. Sorry for losing my temper, but people like him do make me angry. Thanks very much. Speak soon.